Hey guys, hope you're doing well. So I'm starting my day off with some iced coffee. As you can see, we have a crazy weather there. It's in the 50s today, and tonight it's gonna get down in the 30s. And then we had a hailstorm. I hope I pronounced that correctly. But yeah, guys, come along. It's gonna be me driving around uh, here in this video and talking about my experience of what it's like far as me having to learn English, my first impression of Germany and the United States, and my experience of just things that that I had to learn along the way when I left Thailand at the age of 11 and a half. So yeah, now let's go back in time, you guys. 1979. Um, Around this time of the year, which is what now is April, going on May, is when I left Thailand. It wasn't easy, but that's another story I would like to talk about. As anyway, um, so it took me a while to get uh, how you get used to where I was in Germany. And once I did, I really, really enjoyed myself. I don't know, it's because I was a kid who have never been anywhere, to be honest with you. And plus, I grew up in a very tiny rural part of Thailand, in northeastern part of Thailand. It's Xi Chiang Mai จังหวัดหนองคาย not Chiang Mai, okay? Xi Chiang Mai จังหวัดหนองคาย I believe I read somewhere before that the town Si Chiang Mai was named after the queen for some reason, something like that. But anyway, let's just go back to what I was saying. Yes, I grew up in a tiny, sleepy little rural place. It's just nothing going on there, you guys. And imagine Thailand back in the 70s, okay? But that's okay because I was just a kid anyway, so thank goodness. Um, so yeah, when I left there, went straight to Stuttgart, Germany. Stuttgart was so nice. It was so nice. It was very modern, especially like I say for me, who is I was literally a hillbilly country pumpkin kind of kid, you know. Everything was amazing. Everything was like ooh and ah, like, and Europe is beautiful. Europe is full of historical buildings and cathedrals and cobblestones and stuff like that. It's just gorgeous and very nice. So I started school right away. They put me in the fifth grade. But keep in mind, I did not speak a word of English. Not at all. Not at all. So I have to start like a child would learn how to speak. Thank goodness they had a English second language teacher program there, ESL. I'm that kid that I would get pulled out of the classroom and I would go have one-on-one with Miss, I forgot her name, you guys. It's been a long time. But I remember she's a middle-aged kind of lady from New York. She was cool. I just remember she was very cool. So her and I would do like one-on-one, and we do a lot of uh, flashcard. She would, show me a card that, and then also at the same time teach me, like for example, house, dog, cat, boy, girls, refrigerator. That was a hard one for me to pronounce at that time. Hammers and nails and stuff like that. So um, that was the beginning. And at gradually, when you're young, you just learn things quicker, and from classmates and what have you too as time go. But when my father got stationed to go back to America, which is Fort Knox, Kentucky. Yeah. This was like 1981, I believe, when we went back there. Yeah, yeah, the school there was not ideal for me at all, you guys. So by this time, I'm already like starting seventh grade. English class. Oh my goodness, I hate, hate my English class. Why? I mean, you know why? Because I barely just learn English, and I'm here. I am like got put in a classroom on a regular English class, and and of course I fail. I fail every freaking things there is, every quiz, every whatever. Because I did not understand it at all. Like speaking English is easy to just speak like I am doing now, but to understand English thoroughly, correct way, it's complicated. Um, I remember that she would give us sheets to do, like you got to put in a comma and question marks and period and blah blah blah, and I'm just like my mind is like, "Ugh, get me out of here." So all the other class I did okay, like history, science, and math. Math is universal, so I don't care where you go, math is math. But yeah, what other class? Economic and whatever other class, I did okay because it was kind of like I can get by. But the English class was a nightmare for me. Um, and the teacher at the time, it was kind of like you on your own, kid. So it was no mercy there at all. So anyway, fast forward to, thank God he was only there for barely a year and a half, and he got stationed to go back to Germany again. I was I was so happy. I was so happy. I learned this, that my stepfather, the whole career that he was in the military, he every chance he get, he requests to stay there in Germany, to go back to Germany. So I see why. And yeah, so we went back to Germany to Ulm. It's Ulm is spelled ULM. Ulm was, oh my God, I thought I liked Stuttgart, but Ulm was even more so cool. It's like a little medieval kind of town in Germany, very Bavarian. And the Donau River ran through there. Donau River is it runs through. It's like one of the longest river in Europe. I didn't know that until I looked it up. And then also in Ulm, there's a cathedral that is one of the tallest cathedral in the world, I believe. And I climbed that thing one day. My cousin and I, who's almost like my aunt, we rode our bike from the military base down to downtown Ulm, and then we climb up. It's called the Mooster. Uh, on a good clear day, you can kind of see Switzerland from looking through the telescope thingy. But oh my gosh, it was so cool. The bike ride was about 5 miles, and then we went up and round and round on those stairs to go up on the cathedral. And then my leg was like shaking, and it was a cool day. That town was gorgeous. It was like a fairy tale little town. I'm so lucky that I got to live there. I would love to go back there to visit here someday soon. But yeah, back to English. I remember my mom, she would not, I would speak like Thai, like Isan dialogues to her. She would not answer me back in Thai. She would just answer me back in English. And I was kind of pissed about that. Like, I was like, what the hell? But then I learned later that, she was just trying to help me to learn so I can learn English better and faster. Um, about English, you guys, my teacher, they taught me really well my English second language. Like, there's a lot of word like it's hard to pronounce, especially for us Southeast Asian folks, like word that ending in sh or ch, or the word beginning with th, to pronounce that correctly. So yeah, it's it's all about you got to know the sound of what it makes. That helps me a lot. And reading helps a lot too. Even though you're not a good reader, just read, and that's how you learn. That's how I learned. But anyway, I my first book was, I think it was called Chance. It was a thick paperback book, and I challenged myself to finish it. It took me forever. There was a lot of words that I did not understand, but I, have to look it up in the dictionary. Yeah, to those of you out there who's my age, who's Gen X, remember the dictionary. I think all of the house, everyone have a collection of those. Yeah, there's no such thing as Googles and uh, Chat GPT, which I never use. I don't care for that. I don't care for AI. I don't know. Call me old fashioned or not wanting to move forward. It's got nothing to do with that. This is just my opinion. And also to me, which I understand we all gotta have them right now, but smartphone is, yeah, the phone is smartphone, but it's making us all stupid if you think about it, because it's making you lazy. You know, is like, I mean, I'm a good example of that. You can't spell something, it just right away, like, oh, here it is, so easy. Like without, back in the days when we have to really work to find out how to spell things and remember the time we have to remember all the phone numbers, your your friends and stuff like that, phone numbers and just things like that. Those were back in the 80s. And yeah, anyway, you guys, let's go back to um, yeah, for us, me learning English. That's how it goes. And my impression, like I say, of Germany was, to me, it was amazing. This was back in the 80s, okay, you guys. America, it was like, I don't know, maybe if I was in a different state. I know America is huge and there's many other gorgeous, beautiful landscapes and place, but I just never got a chance to explore that. Of course, I was still a kid then. Even now I know better. Yeah, it's nice. So it's depending on where you are. There's one thing about America, you have to drive everywhere. It's just so huge. All right, guys, thank you for coming along. If you like this, please subscribe. Give me a thumb up. And I have so much stories, so much things to talk about. We are still moving to Thailand here coming up soon. And again, thanks for coming along, guys. Take care, be safe, enjoy every day like it's your last day. Take care. Bye.